Well, it's funny what a day makes a difference. I'm here at about the same time, and it's getting darker. I'm not looking forward to winter. I am not looking forward to winter, that's for sure. It's funny. I'm actually staring at the moon this morning, and it's absolutely full. Today is actually the full moon. Yesterday wasn't, and it's not on the horizon right now, so it's not as orange and giant like it was yesterday, but it is quite interesting just sitting here staring at the moon very well. Yesterday I filmed a video, and you guys will see the video before this one goes up. So I just want to talk about that a little bit. And it's a very interesting conundrum. I'm sitting there in VR chat, and I have someone just pop in randomly because I put it on a Friends Plus instance. And it's one of these things, I could put it on private, and I could just make it so nobody can join it. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to put on a Friends Plus system and see what happens here in the future. I'm just going to see what happens. And I'm not going to say anything. When I'm online and I'm filming, I'm filming. And that's the way things are going to be. And my content, I try to keep it as PG as possible. I try and keep it as generic audience in that sense as possible. Nothing crazy, nothing lewd would happen in these things. And of course, they're in edited videos. So if anything was to happen, it would be edited out, plain and simple. It would just disappear. So I'm not going to say anything here. All I'm saying is that I have a Friends Plus instance that I'm going to be in majority of the time for recording videos, because I think it might be an interesting experiment in that sense. Yeah, this could blow up, but whatever. We'll see what happens in the future as we grow. And I got to say thank you to everybody, because it's crazy where I was and where I am 3 months later. And, it's a fun thing. I'm now looking forward to the future. I keep shopping online, keep looking at things. I keep sitting there going, how do I pull the trigger on this? Where do I spend the money? If I spend money, I'm going to be flat ass broke, and I can't afford things like that because I do have a family I have to provide for. There's so many things I want right now. It's unbelievable how many things I want, and I just sit here and I go, let's wait until the shutdown, closer to the end of the shutdown. Then you can or start ordering things. You get a little bit more money that you get to spend with, and as things come along, hopefully by the end of the shutdown, I will be ordering a few things, and then I will be showcasing some stuff at the end of the shutdown, and just enjoy everything we find. One thing that I got to figure out here is, how do I get emojis set up for Twitch? I have all the ones that we have in the Discord, but those aren't really, a couple of them are personalized. Like we have the Janaya, we have the Trigger. Those two are two of the pups that we have or had. Trigger passed away in February. And obviously, if you guys haven't heard, we have adopted a puppy. His name is Ace. If I get the chance to edit this, I'll throw up a picture here. I need to do some filming with them so we can actually do a proper introduction of Ace to the channel, to everyone, and that'll be great. Janaya is doing okay. Things are kind of up in the air right now with Janaya. She's got a lot of life left to give, but she's having a lot of she's suffering from a degenerate sort of disease or something like that. We don't know what's going on in particular. We've been to the vet. She's doing okay. Like, she's still very, very rambunctious. She's still a very good pup. She still has lots of life left. It's just she's now kind of starting to drop off and drag her hip a little bit. So we're not entirely sure. We're starting to think there's something more behind there, because she is on meds for it. The meds help, but nothing's getting better. And the vet did warn us that it might get worse. So that's kind of where we're at with her. And there's no way that I don't believe this is one of those scenarios where you just sit there and you say it's not enough is enough. There's no way. She still has a ton of life left to give. She's still going up and down stairs, so she's still doing things very well. It's just she's slowing down a little bit more than anything, which is too bad. But we do have a doggy cam. She's still joining me when we do a live stream, and I'm in person and not in the avatar. I am looking forward to the end of the shutdown so I can do more live streams instead of just the Friday night chill stream, hanging out in VR chat. And that's a huge deal changer. The Friday nights chill streams, like we've done chill streams in the past, but it's such a different thing when you're in VR chat and you have more people that want to join you and you can just sit there and chill and relax and talk about everything. It's so much better. I can't tell anyone enough, if you don't have a VR headset, go get one. Jesus Christ, this is a lot of fun. Also last night, oh my God, after the video, under that took me to a world, and I just about got sick. I have, to this date, I have not had vertigo. I've had little disorientations from the VR, but I literally just about got sick. We for just the sake of doing it, and I haven't done this yet, we ended up in an amusement park world, and he's like, "Oh, you got to try this ride." I'm like, okay, whatever. I was never a fan of rides as a kid. I just didn't go on them. It wasn't something that I liked. I liked the games. I like to play the games. I like to win the stuffed animals. I really don't have a giant stuffed animal collection at all. Shh. Yeah, you wonder why I've fallen into this fandom. Yeah, I have a lot of stuffed animals. And I'm not scared to admit that. I even have a Stitch that, yeah, well, yeah, we have a Stitch that we bought a very long time ago, and it sleeps in our bed. Yeah, that's where stuffed animals go, right? Yeah. Oh my God, how far have I fallen? And I haven't fallen that far, just taken this long to realize that things are not normal, and I love it. I absolutely love it, because that's where we are right now. But anyway, back to the amusement park. So we go on this this ride, and I'm like, I do these. I used to do these rides in my sleep when I was a kid. I didn't care. The only one that I really liked was like the Graviton, where you like pretty much plastered yourself to the wall, spinning around in circles. Why? Because there wasn't anything crazy with it. It was just fun to do that. But we go on this ride. It's some death claw thing. I don't even know what it is. It goes back and forth like the boat, but then it spins you at the same time. I'm like, whatever. Let's do this. I fell over in my room. I fell over on my desk. I was like, oh my God. After the ride was done, I literally had to kneel down on the floor and wait to get my bearings back, because I was like, oh my God, I have never experienced that in VR, or in the last time I experienced true vertigo like that, I was in PEI. I was on Prince Edward Island in what's called the Haunted Mansion, and they had this room where you walked on a catwalk, and it was just a pitch black room with neon dots everywhere in the room. You walk on this catwalk, and there's a reason there's a handrail in this catwalk, because you start getting vertigo. It's an optical illusion at this point, and the room starts spinning. Like it not spinning like you're drunk, where it's 360 this way. It's spinning like this, right? And you just sit there and you're like, oh my God, and you have to close your eyes for it to stop happening. And I've never experienced anything other than that in the sense of true vertigo before. And you literally pretty much fall over, and you're like, oh my God. I'm glad I have a very strong stomach, because I ended up on the roller coaster ride afterwards, and I've been on roller coasters many times, and I just sat there and went, yeah, whatever, this does nothing. I got queasy. From going on a roller coaster in VR. That's not something I've ever done before. I've done the IMAX films where you have the stuff right in front of you, and I've done those before, and I never got queasy. It never really fell down on those. But in VR, going on a roller coaster, holy crap, that sent me for a loop. Literally. Anyway, I'm your proud Canadian Phoenix Cinder Shadow. I'm signing off here. Have yourselves a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.